See, we know we have to use oil for cooking. In one way or other, definitely we do use oil for cooking. And there are different kinds of oil that we use for cooking. Like palm oil is there, coconut oil is there, sunflower oil is there, mustard oil is there, rice bran oil is there, till oil is there. We use ghee also for frying and roasting. Isn't it? So, there is a change in the kind of oil that we use also. And this difference in the usage of oil actually depends upon the regions. For example, in the northern states of India, they use mustard oil and the sunflower oil very much. The northern states and the northeast also. Northern states and the eastern states like West Bengal, Bihar. So, they prefer mustard oil and sunflower oil very much. Okay. The people in South India prefer groundnut oil, coconut oil or till oil. Groundnut oil, coconut oil or till oil is commonly used by the people of South India. Okay. Then the Western people, the people in the West usually prefer mustard oil. People in the West prefer groundnut oil and coconut oil. Okay, groundnut oil, coconut oil or till oil is usually preferred by people in the West as in the North. Okay, Northeast Indian areas like Assam, Arunachal Pradesh region, they prefer mustard oil for cooking. So, we have a wide range of products here. Why we depend upon a particular kind of oil? If we check, we can see that mustard is extensively grown in the hillside regions of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, so it's easily available there. Groundnut is extensively cultivated in the regions of Odisha and Tamil Nadu. So, groundnut oil is not a big issue for us. But the same way, coconut is extensively grown in the coastal plains of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. So, people over there usually prefer coconut oil because they do get coconut oil in abundance. Right? So, if a person moves from Kerala to Tamil Nadu or Andhra Pradesh, definitely he would like to prefer coconut oil even though sunflower oil or groundnut oil is preferable there. Okay? So, different regions of India has different kinds of products from which we get oil, and the preference on oil also depends upon the availability of the oil. Right? Okay. Now, which kind of oil has to be used is actually a personal choice basically. Because nowadays, people have grown more health oriented. Now they go for virgin coconut oil, then olive oil, because studies have proved that yes, they are very good for our health. Okay, so in the olden days onwards, people usually used different kinds of oil based on their availability. Right? Another major food that we have is spices. So what do you mean by spices? See, when we cook food, we actually add something to the food that we cook. And we add these things basically for two purposes. One, to make it more aromatic, means to make it smell very good. Second, to make it more tastier. Okay, so to improve the aromatic quality and improve its taste, we use different kinds of things while cooking, and they are known as spices. Okay, cardamom, or we usually call it as ilachi, then chili powder, then turmeric, cloves, pepper. So these kinds of things we usually use in our cooking to make the food that we cook more delicious, more tasty, and to have a very beautiful aroma to come out of it. Okay, Kashmir is famous for a thing called saffron. Saffron is also a spice which is extensively grown in Kashmir, and Kashmir is basically famous for this, right? And another region which is famous for spices is Kerala and some regions of Karnataka also. produce a good number of or good amount of spices. Now, sweets. You know what sweets are? Yeah, children are very fond of sweets, and if some sweet dish is made at home, definitely we will be after that, isn't it? Yes. So different states actually have different kinds of sweets also. Different states of India actually has a different kinds of sweets also, and in that, in among all the states, there is one state which is exclusively famous for a sweet. That is a yes. Is that state? That state is a West Bengal. Okay. So West Bengal is especially famous for the sweets that they make, and in that also Rasagulla. You know, Rasagulla, the brown colored ball which we get in a liquid, sticky liquid of sugar. Rasagulla. Sandesh is another sweet, right? They are specially famous from West Bengal. Okay, so sweets are one another major food that the Indians are very fond of. Indians love sweets very much. Each and every state has got its own tradition and variations in sweets. Then West Bengal is especially famous for the sweet dishes. Then Rasagulla and the Sandesh are two kinds of sweets that is very famous from West Bengal. Right? Now, one more thing we need to learn from this lesson, and that is, see, when we come to the food, there are two varieties of people who eat it. So one is called vegetarians, and the second is called non-vegetarians. So what is the difference between vegetarians and non-vegetarians? So some people, their specialty is that they will eat only plants and plant-based products like fruit, vegetables, pulses, cereals and all. Okay, so fruits, vegetables and milk products are only eaten, and such people are called vegetarians. People who eat only plant-based food like fruits, vegetables and animal-based products will be milk and milk products. Okay, such people are called vegetarians. But there are some people, along with these fruits, vegetables, rice or wheat or these kinds of things, they eat some other things also. Like they eat fish, they eat chicken, they eat egg, they eat meat. Okay, if they eat such kind of food, then they are called non-vegetarians. So vegetarians are the people who eat only plants or plant-based products. Non-vegetarians are people those who eat along with this vegetarian food. They eat non-vegetarian items like fish, prawns, or chicken, mutton, egg. Okay, so such people are called non-vegetarians, right? So India is a vast country which has got a lot of variations in the physical features, availability of land for cultivation, climatic conditions, nature of soil, etc. Okay, so the kinds of crops that we grow also depends upon these features. So what kind of a soil is available, how much water is available. So these kinds of things actually matters a lot when it comes to cropping. And India has a wide range of varieties of climatic conditions and physical features, and we have a good number of crops also, right? So that is our food, and now it's a time for us to go for the activity part, right?